Swift gaze, parlayed the shade and played the day sharply. Walked through the fire, exposed the wire, tailed an informant. Back to a sergeant, a precinct orphan. Often defiant, a roost for the client, remanded compliant, a snitch for the system. They dissed him a kiss when they list him for death, an expendable measure. Stretched out the length and duration to stay up the station, changed his view for the time he was facing. Ace in the lines, then pacing. Thoughts of the rats racing, the sleeves, the cheese he desperately needed. Wished he was weeded to forget the reason. Gaffled his frame on the block like they traced him. Knew his position, moved with precision. Locked and holding in the corner. The corner was basing the smoke he was wasting his frame as his waist, which is dwindling. Commenced the fiddling and cued the soprano, alto. Although he knew just a little, bargained away when he did to the heat lamp sizzle. Sweat bead drizzle, caught in the middle of the struggle. Lesson to the rest in the hustle. Street lights go dim, fingers in the dark slip chance the romance is spark. Made slaves of the one drawn close to the flame, held the same because of the game as the hustler's fame. In the shadow cast light to the plight, grind straight through the night, make valuable sales worth the flight. More or less and all too often the lucky ones end up in the coffin, blinded by the light at the crossing and seen by his enemies flossing. The kite flew and blew the killers to the green light from the boss when there was fear in the ranks of his rising. Henchmen surprised him, rise when he least did expect it. Collected his pack that connected his ties to the lies circulated of his lofty ambitions and his hatred, and they stated his visions to take down the kingpin. War began with the words of the fake men he surrounded himself with and was mistaken. Their allegiance was only to the grievance for his death, so the next in line could replace him. Boulevard breaks the backs of the hardest ones who stand back and watch and the smartest. Lest you're tested and fearless regardless. Don't make a man turn heartless. What? Boulevard breaks the backs of the hardest ones who stand back and watch smartest. Lest you're tested and fail regardless. Don't make a man turn heartless.